I'm going to read to you Greedy Zebra. And in this story, you're going to learn about this character, the greedy zebra. There's going to be a lesson at the end. So listen, pay attention to how he behaves, and let's see what you think the lesson is. The author is Minye Haditi and Adrienne Kenaway. He actually has a series of books, and I've read a few other ones. It's pretty fun to read. It's humorous, it's funny. With beautiful pictures. Long, long ago, all the animals in the world were a dull, depressing color. No coats nor horns, no spots and no stripes, just dull and dusty. Until one stormy day in the heart of the leafy forest of Africa, there was a great rumbling in the earth, and all of a sudden a huge cave appeared in the ground. A few of the animals crept cautiously up to this new and wonderful sight, and when the bravest of them peered into the darkness, he saw something glittering amongst the rocks. What did he see? The cave was full of furs and skins and all glossy and new. Stepping inside, he came across horns and tails of countless shapes and size, and needles and threads of 1,000 different colors. Trembling with excitement, he rushed out to tell the other animals what he had seen. The news spread far and wide, and soon all the animals were on their way to see the cave, running and jumping and sliding and swinging and slithering through the trees. Wait a minute, who is that? All that is except one. Greedy Zebra. Greedy Zebra never, ever stopped eating. He certainly wasn't going to give up a single mouthful for a silly old cave of any sort. Lots of time to go visiting caves, mumbled Greedy Zebra, stuffing far too much grass into his bulging mouth. Plenty of time, he said. Oh, Andrew, he's being greedy. He's eating and eating, even though he's not hungry. Soon all the animals in the jungle were gathered at the mouth of the cave, waiting for an elephant to speak. Elephant was the one who knew everything because Eagle told him all the secrets of the spirit of the mist. He coughed pompously and addressed the gathering. "It is time for you all to have coats," he said. "There are all kinds of materials here from which you may choose. You will be issued with needles by Rabbit, but there is only one needle each, so take good care of it. Now you may go in, but no shoving and pushing, and keep in an orderly line." Oh, so these materials are scarce, and they have to make sure that they don't shove each other in trying to get the materials. I wonder what Greedy Zebra is doing. Meanwhile, greedy zebra was still eating. Munch, 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 he went. This particular grass is so delicious. He stopped to gape at the beautiful thing in front of him. Oh, there's greedy zebra. And there's that beautiful thing. It couldn't be. But it was Sable, the antelope, and she was wearing the most glorious new coat. And horns. She was wearing horns. When greedy zebra heard that the coat and the horns came from the cave, he trotted off as fast as his fat little legs could carry him. But he couldn't resist a leaf here or a succulent blade of grass there. Oh, and that patch was too good to pass by without one little bite. From time to time, he met another and another. And yet another. Of the wonderfully clothed animals. Stopping for a last bite not far from the cave, he watched Leopard finish her sewing. Leopard, as careful as usual, had sewn the most splendid fur coat with spots all over. Greedy Zebra could hardly believe his eyes as he watched Leopard wriggle into the perfectly fitting fur. I still have spots like that, he said to himself, and he hurried off, eager to reach the cave. But it was a hot day, so he stopped for a cool drink at a stream, and there he came across a patch of the greenest grass he had ever seen. Oh no, what do you think he does, Andrew? Delicious, he munched, smacking his chubby lips. Oh, he of course stops to eat. But is he hungry? No, he's not hungry. He's still eating, being greedy. Back at the cave, most of the animals were leaving. Only Rhino and the elephant were still cutting the material. They had chosen a very strong gray cloth. Poor old Rhino, who was very short-sighted, had stuck his horns on any old how and was having a terrible time. He was too nervous to ask Elephant for help because he knew that the pompous animal would only make fun of him. He had dropped his needle, and the more frantically he searched, the further into the bushes he kicked it. He put on the baggy coat and shuffled off in a very bad mood. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen with the torn up materials. Just then, Greedy Zebra trotted by with blades of grass bulging from his mouth. I'll have spots like leopard, he was saying, and horns like kudu, a mane like lion, and a tail like cheetah. I shall be the finest looking animal in the forest. And at the risk of indigestion, that's a stomachache, he gave a short gallop into the cave. Then he stopped, aghast. There was nothing left. No horns, no fine cloth, nothing. Frantically, he searched through the cave, but all he could find were a few strips of black material. Forlornly, he cut them in all to the same size and stitched them together. It looks very tight, he thought nervously to himself. Being such a very fat zebra, he had a terrible time squeezing into his coat. He pushed and grunted and oohed and ahed, and pop! He was inside it. But what a tight fit! It was nearly bursting at the seams around his fat tummy. He trotted down to the stream to take a quick bite of a leafy bush, and pop! His coat bursted open. Oh, look at that. Pop, 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 pop. Ah! His tummy squeezed through the seams. How the monkeys roared with laughter. To this day, his chubby stomach shines through his coat because he is so greedy. The end. So Andrew, what do you think the lesson is? What is the author trying to teach you? Is it good to be greedy? No. Because if you are, no good would come of it. This zebra was so greedy, he wanted to keep on eating and eating and eating. He didn't get a nice coat like the other ones. He didn't get nice horns. He didn't get beautiful colors. He got what was left, ripped of material. And he was so greedy that his materials bursted up. I also want to point out, this is a make-believe story. It's not why zebras have a stripe, right? But it's a lesson. It's a lesson to children to not be greedy. I hope you enjoyed the story.